This Death Star event has already been spotted in-game for the first time. And this is what it looks like. We are back with brand new updates in Fortnite, and it's huge. With brand new Fortnite storyline quests, revealing game-changing information about Fortnite's future, as well as the exact location that you can use in-game to spot the incoming Death Star events in-game. This is insane. Let's start here with these new storyline quests, as we are only covering the important storyline parts of these quests. It's time for us to investigate Fletcher Kane's mansion. As in the new storyline quests, there are a ton of hidden secrets that have just been added. We sneak into Lone Wolf Lair and find a top secret document on Fletcher Kane's desk, which seems to be research about the 0-point shard. Not good. We managed to go undetected all the way down to the ground floor, in which we find a mysterious gold mask, which could mean nothing unless, rather less stealthy, we blast open Fletcher Kane's vault and discover that a large amount of gold seems to be missing. Kane usually has way more cash on hand than this. Where'd the gold bars go? But it seems Kane knows about the 0-point shard, which crash-landed on our island. So we can presume that the gold mask and the missing gold must have something to do with his efforts of finding this shard. It's of course not the only secret found at Kane's mansion, and we'll get to this one in just a moment. Sorry, jump scare, surprise, supporter creator code. Hashtag ad, hashtag I'm an Epic Games partner. If you like these videos, enter my supporter creator code in. It helps me out a bunch. I really appreciate it, guys. Alright, back to the video. We are tasked to eliminate the Baron's heavy henchmen to collect their secret documents, which can only be found on their bodies. So we head over to Kane's protected banks and get to eliminating those heavy henchmen. After an epic shootout, we find on the bodies of our henchmen the documents that we were looking for. And it suggests that the missing gold from Fletcher Kane's mansion has been taken to an outside collaborator. And we might already know who that is. We are tasked to investigate the masked workshop, in which we find creepy purple fog surrounding Daigo's house. A machine that seems to have been used for some sinister purpose. The missing gold bars that belong to Fletcher Kane. And most terrifyingly of all, a glowing-eyed mask that was broken in a previous season, which is now fixed. The mask that was once split in two is now in one piece, and it seems gold has been used to seal the mask back together. Glowing purple eyes seem to suggest that this mask is activated, and it's probably infused with the same evil void energy that seems to be surrounding Daigo's house. Yeah, this whole thing is kind of creepy, and more importantly, is this what Fletcher Kane wants? After all these discoveries, we head back to Midas to report everything we have seen. Daigo's been supplying Alpha with masks and promising Kane ultimate power. With Kane's gold, Daigo made a mask that may be powerful enough to crack through the portal and collect the 0-point shard. I have no doubts he'll cut Kane out of the deal if he succeeds, but an angry wolf would be the least of our problems. We have to stop Daigo from getting the 0-point shard at all costs, even if it means collaborating with your hero friends. Ugh. Yo, does he mean Hope and Jones? Yes, it seems Hope and Jones are returning to this chapter's storyline, finally. And Midas is planning to work with them to stop Daigo from using this mask, which Midas believes will give Daigo the power to find the 0-point shard. If Daigo is planning on cutting out Kane and pursuing the shard by himself, which would make Fletcher Kane furious, we might already know this bad wolf's backup plan to bring this island to its knees. Fortnite's Death Star mini-event has begun in-game, and it can be seen right now. We have seen leaks online confirming that the Death Star is to appear above our island in Fortnite, as Season 3 of Chapter 6 is rumored to be a Star Wars-themed season. But it already seems players online can see the Death Star in their game right now, and you just gotta look in the right place. Literally, Gameplay Online shows players in replay mode finding the the Death Star. Far off in the distance, a giant white ball can be seen with very low textures as it is so far away. And it's going to be getting closer and closer as the season goes on. And once it appears over our island, it will look like this. And to find it in-game yourself, we actually have a pretty good idea on the direction of this Death Star. Yeah, if you jump in-game right now, the Death Star is supposedly so far away that it's actually pretty much impossible to see it. Unless, of course, you know where to look. Which, by the way, spoilers, we do. You see, we did say that Fletcher Kane has some kind of backup plan to destroy our island. And he might just be on the lookout for this insane event. On top of Lone Wolf Lair, a telescope can be found, and the direction that it's pointing at is rather interesting. Yeah, most people probably didn't know that Fletcher Kane actually has a telescope up here for kind of no reason. Well, it's not for no reason. There's a pretty big reason, and you're about to find out. Yeah, we are in replay mode right now. We're gonna show you exactly how to find this Death Star. But even if you come into replay mode, it's kind of hard to see what we're looking for. There's a bunch of clouds, a bunch of sky, and we're looking for a tiny white dot. So that is the sun. Sorry to burn out your eyes, people. Might actually be easy if we try this at like nighttime, maybe. That way we can see more of like the clear sky. Oh yeah, this is good. According to footage online, we should just be able to see it in the sky, but we shouldn't mistake it for some kind of star. I'm gonna turn it back to daytime because in the video that people saw it, it was during the day. But don't worry, it's not gonna be hard to find. That's because Fletcher Kane's telescope has been put here for a reason. No, we can't actually look through the telescope, but we can look at the direction of the telescope and see where Fletcher Kane thinks something is coming from. This kind of looks good. This is the kind of direction, right? So let's try zooming in now and see what we can see. A bunch of clouds. I guess it could be behind these clouds. Do they move? How quickly do these clouds... This cloud needs to move. Get out of here. No. Wait, it is. Look, it's evaporating. It's evaporating. It's moving. Hold tight. Yo, there it is, the Death Star. Yo, it's really coming to Fortnite. Yeah, sorry, no, that wasn't actually that was not the Death Star. That was not the Death Star. Players online have found the Death Star in the sky in their game, but it is unclear whether this is a glitch, a bug, or just something that's happening in certain players' games. All we know is this telescope is likely to be pointing in the direction of the Death Star when it does come to Fortnite. So maybe this is a glitch, but only time will tell. And we will be finding out soon, because if it is appearing in-game for some players, it means it won't be long until it's appearing for everyone.
Oh, come on, man.